So I'm recording, each topic for 90-day period. That is like a tool. I want to see like how we develop and stuff. One of the thing, like I had a job it's similar to you. My first major job I landed in this country was the hospitals work. It was so stressful because I felt everybody's looking at me. Here in America, that 90-day rule.
Oh yeah.
Where you feel you're going to explode.
It's the worst. Yeah, I know.
I mean, like every eye is watching me.
No, I know.
And one night I was in a call room. I wept, because I was so overwhelmed by the stress. And because you don't know, you can be fired. It's oh my God, that's a nightmare.
90 days, you don't feel safe.
Yes, so you kind of are going through the same thing, right?
Exactly,
So for me, even though it is 90 days, it took me 6 months to finally, self-explore and say, you know what, I don't care whether I have this job or not. Until they push you.
Once you let it go, the stress,
you say,
you're fine.
I don't care anymore. That's when the stress stops. It's so funny. The more you pay attention to the mirror, it builds on it.
Oh, I know.
So what you're saying is you got into a new job and you haven't understood the paperwork, and that's creating more stress because people assume you're an expert when you come in there, and then of course people are going to come in with their own agenda, and then they're going to make you even more stressed.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what are some tools we can use, like you and me? Because this recording session is also new for me, so what I'm trying to create, I'm a recovery coach. So one of the things I'm using analogy is similar to sports, right? So I will give you tools and you play the field, you come back, coach, it didn't work, so I feel this way, I can see where I can tweak it. That's all. So I'm coming from another perspective because I tried traditional, didn't work. And I feel it's like a different tool set I'm also building for me. And you're playing like a piece of that tool set that playing with, because everything is about time. Essence in India, there is a saying, the sweetness of the fruit is already pre-built in the center of the flower, even before it blooms.
Oh, okay.
So that kind of I feel before you write, I want to know where are we going to focus, which fruit we are going to bring in, and each topic will have a name. So this is essentially what you're building is expertise. So you're asked to perform as an expert on day one.
No, of course.
It's no tools.
None.
But they expect, the weird part, I have the same problem. I am opening a meditation center for another group. And they don't tell me the rules. But the minute you fail, that's when you are told how all you failed.
You don't hear anything. When everything's going well and you do anything good, you don't get anything. But if something's wrong, you're going to hear immediately. I know.
So validation, it's so funny. So they say, oh, you shouldn't be looking for validation because it's ego. But the minute something goes wrong, you should be responsible. I'm saying, you cannot have a balance.
I just think people, when I was a chef and I was in charge, I was people's bosses, people are different. What motivates one person isn't going to motivate another. So you have to kind of change how you work with different people.
And actually, you know what? One of the things I'm learning, if you have time, read this.
What is it?
It's Stephen Covey's 8th Habit. Have you read that book?
No.
He wrote that book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is the second time I'm telling today. Because that's where I get most of my work ethics from. He says, live like a legend, leave a legacy. That's the 8th habit.
Oh, okay.
The 7 habits is blah, 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 blah. Whatever gets to the 7, where you need to even figure out who you are to get to be a legend, right? So you need to build on character, integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and all the other stuff that comes with it.
What is it called again?
8th habit.
Eat the habit?
8. My accent, I'm sorry.
I know, but I understand.
8th habit. He says, live like a legend, leave a legacy. The reason he's bringing it up is he says we went through different phases in life. So the first thing was when we were in World War time, it's all about industrialization because we were not able to have food for all these people who were displaced. So we did canning, we stored for mass production, and we canned so that we can survive.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, we even went further. We hyper harvested. We, became very, very efficient in it, and that's when the hierarchy started. So I'm the boss. I tell you what to do. You tell. You speak no squawk. It's like, So he says that model worked for some time, and then he says now we are getting into this phase where that model is not going to work anymore. Hierarchy is not going to work. It's team now. You build a team, and you're going to say this team is expert at this, and they're going to manage. So he says in the long run, the micromanagement is not going to work. He says you need to give credibility, give them the project and let them run it, and you gather together as a team. But unfortunately, people are still micromanaging. And because they are not, I feel the problem is the corporate structure. Even though they are allowing leniency, that's why I love the undercover boss, where the guy comes and figure out, it's like sometimes the boss fails, when they are in these shoes.
It's good for them to see,
Yeah, but unfortunately, the boss, even though they are thinking they're everywhere, they are not really managing the streets, know. So it's like a very different concept, and people, that's how they cause stress for others, because they have good intention, but they don't give you freedom of speech. So when you cannot use your brain and your heart to do the work, they cause stress. And Simon Sinek, that's another name I'm going to give it. He has a YouTube video called "Leaders Eat Last." That's a very nice video where he says there are only 4 hormones you need to look at: endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. And he says the 2 hormones that's selfish is endorphin and dopamine. Essentially, endorphin you produce when you personally self-develop your physical system, like running, run as high.
I've been running, actually.
That's very good.
I've been running for the last week. For 5 days out of the last 7, I've run in the morning.
Very nice. Because it's sometimes I feel it's important for you to grow physically too. Dopamine is the goal setting. So you say, okay, I'm going to finish selling 5 homes, let's say, right? And then you achieve that, you get the search. Yes. But you know what? Dopamine is also selfish, because once you achieve 5, what do? You say, okay, I'm going to sell 10 homes, 15 homes. You never ever get satisfied. There is no contentment. So these 2 are selfish hormones. Serotonin is where you get purple heart. You truly serve another person's cause without your personal agenda. So there is no hidden agenda. When you come from that space, really, you are truly growing in your heart, and people let you be their leader because they know you're coming from a selfless space.
That's obvious.
So the last one is oxytocin. That's the nurturing you create. If you have more independent legacy legends, they always secrete a lot of oxytocin because they make it very safe for others to achieve the same space. But when you micromanage, you create cortisol in people. They say by 10 o'clock, 10 plates of food has to be there. So what happens is, if somebody wants to come and talk to you and say, do you have a minute for me? And you say, I don't, I need to keep working. Sometimes I literally, right, I have gone to the sauna and I see this girl running around. She has $1 million business. One day I just want to tell her how a great job she does. So I said, hey, do you have a minute to talk to me? No, I'm super busy. So I wanted to compliment her. But they push away the compliment too, because they're so focused on doing what they need to do. I feel we live in this Alice in Wonderland space where I'm running to be in the same space all this time.
Like you're running a wheel.
We are running and rushing to get nowhere. And I feel it's like being in this a space where you're getting nowhere, but you're stressed. People can see it, but unfortunately, we have no time to listen. And the minute you build cortisol in your system, oxytocin is the first thing we lose. which means what? We don't nurture ourselves. We have no way, if we don't nurture ourselves, to come to that space to nurture another person. So by being that way, in the long run, you hurt your cause and others' cause. But unfortunately, micromanagement doesn't understand this rule. Because I feel many people do that because they feel they are doing it effectively.
They think that no one else can do
what they're doing. But unfortunately, like, if you don't have a balance there, that's how we lose and self-sabotage. I'm going to go back to that space to tell you, if in case you feel rushed, like, do one thing that compliments them first, because in turn you'll get that compliment back. Because by creating that nurturing space in you, you can build on it. Because that's what I found. Usually, like, even in any jobs I do, I be like, inside very sad. Today, like, actually, there is a girl, my organization is on hold now. It's in a frozen state because I did some violations. I'm getting back. And I feel personally I'm in a good space. But when I spoke to somebody last week, she says she's overwhelmed with sadness that she cannot go to my space. And I felt I don't want to be cause of somebody's pain. So, and then I again came across another girl who cannot leave the state. So my meditation space, if I don't build, 2 people are getting affected. So for me, 2 is plenty, for me to work on myself. So I said, okay, it's really important for me to get that back on track. So last night I received a special boon. My center will be opening again.
Oh, good.
Then I thought I'll take away the pain because I don't want another person to leave it and breathe in pain space, even for 1 second more than they need to. So I actually called her last night itself. I said, hey, guess what? Like, my space is going to open again. So she sends a new rule to me saying she doesn't want to hear it from me, but from the authority that is bigger than me that will validate it for her. Meantime, she's going to hold this pain space for her. So I feel, okay, I don't want that because that pain I cannot take on my behalf. So I texted her today morning. I said, hey, you know what? I don't want to be in that space. I want to tell you I'm fine. But still, like, this is what she texted me. I am very happy to hear your news, but I'll wait for that organization to officially announce. Then we'll celebrate. Meantime, I don't want to discuss issues about your center. And I feel sad on her behalf because I feel, oh my God, I cannot even take that pain away. I'm like telling her.
Why is she so doubtful?
It doesn't matter to me. It's not about her doubt I'm worried about. I want her to be happy. She's telling me to be happy. But like, I'm like saying, I want to hear from her. I am happy. And I'm not able to hear. So, I feel this shows me it is very important for me to watch my act because it's not about me anymore. It's about another person. So I feel I reached whatever grade I need to reach. Level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever read. So what I'm saying is, so that's why when people stop me in the hospitals and they say, hey, can you have a minute to talk to me? I really don't have patience to listen. But the first thing I'll say is, I have all the time in the world for you. Because it's the only vocabulary I let it out. Even though inside I'm saying, oh my God, I wish I can run to the bathroom and cry for 1 minute. I feel like saying,
you never know what someone's going to say to you, right?
And plus, like, I feel I don't want to be the source of the pain. It stops with me. I seriously, like, I even do a dance sometimes. I beat my heart and I say, it stops here, it stops now. Enough.
That's it.
Enough about my crap. So let me listen to you first. So that's what I want to tell you. Nurture one more person and automatically we can build that space inside. Because the universe is waiting to give that sweet gift. And if you don't know, you will always be the tart fruit. I don't want to be the tartness. I want to be the best human being ever existed in the world. And I want to be the sweetest voice they ever listened to. And I feel, actually, I went and watched that movie called Guardians of the Galaxy this week.
Oh, I didn't see. I'm going to see it this weekend with my kids. My kids love it. So, is it good? It was funny, right?
It is funny. And I identified with that character who's like looks like a slug.
Oh, yeah.
She has like this
Yeah.
She's an empath. The reason is the guy, one of the guardian, he picks on her saying she's the ugliest face he's looked at, even though she's trying to be empathetic.
Yeah.
That's kind of the space I'm at this week.
Yeah.
So one of the thing is, like, I even joked last week. I said, if by chance I'm the ugliest face you looked at, thank God, because it's my blessing. I never need to look at the mirror. It's your problem. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have to see it.
But unfortunately, I cannot say it. But I still, that's the way I used to think last week until this girl emails me about the pain space she's holding. I'm thinking, oh my God, even though I'm ugly, I have to hold the space of being true love.
Yeah.
In spite of them being the ugly ones, to reflect that on me. So I think I'll come to level 2,
Good,
level 2 trauma center now. So until I go to the level 1 trauma center, because once you open the center, you're going to be coming across even more crap, So I feel like it's okay. I feel like God gives you only as much as you can handle.
Yeah.
So I'm happy, but it is not easy. Let me tell you, each day you wake up with happiness and bliss.
Oh,
and the minute you get out of your home, you need to put up with so much stuff until you go back and say, "Oh my God, I lived through a big war zone."
I have so much to do. That's the thing I miss about having a regular job where you go in, you work, go home, and you're home. Like this is like work, and then when I get home, there's a million things I have to do, computer and working on it. So, it doesn't stop. It's like not a time block thing. It keeps going. But
how do we grow the time? So what do we call this session? What do we build on? Gratitude time? That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean,
or legacy time. Which one do you like better between gratitude or because oxytocin built on gratefulness?
Yeah.
But gratefulness is what makes us legend and legacy.
Yeah.
So which attracts you more?
Gratefulness.
Gratefulness. Yeah. Because I think that space is what creates oxytocin. Because when you are grateful, automatically you nurture.
Yeah.
When you nurture, you grow that. And once you grow that, actually, Mother Teresa she says it in a very nice way. She says, what you build as, like step by step, she says, what you focus on becomes your attention.
Yeah.
What you attend to becomes a habit. What you becomes a habit, you create character. And character makes you a legacy. And then you become legend. Like, she goes through.
Yeah.
She goes through step by step by step by step.
Puts it all together.
So I like the way she was saying it.
Yeah.
Because that's how she ended up becoming a legend. Right?
Oh,
she in Calcutta created this whole organization.
Yeah.
So I feel that's what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on leaving something.
Yeah.
So that's my call to say.
Oh.
Somebody else